Nice shot.
Just another day at the office. How long have I been here?
A few days.
What about you?
Got here yesterday. Somebody sent me an email message. It wasn't you, huh?
Are you kidding? I just got a cell phone. Besides,
I've been looking into that plane crash. There was no accident. Somebody blew it up.
what?
What was your father into?
What do you mean?
Found a couple of phony passports with his picture in them. He was supposed to be on that flight. 2 tickets with 2 different names. They even checked into the airport, but they never got on the plane.
He was dead. He died a month before the plane crash.
I'm going to find out what happened to that flight.
What are you saying about my father?
It may have something to do with him.
What are you talking about?
You might not want to know.
Wait a second. I'm going with you.
Oh, come on, you're hurt. Hey.
I'm fine. Except for this hand on my chest. Come on, get my clothes.
All right. It's your funeral. So how you doing?
I'm fine.
No fever, that's good.
No cassette player. That's bad.
It's a rental.
Ouch.
I told you, man.
You got any aspirin?
Yeah, check my bag. I might have some back there.
Where are we going anyway?
Let's see a lady named Arlene Clay.
Who?
She was supposed to be on the flight.
Supposed to be.
She never got on.
Yeah.
It's me. They're gone.
Good. Where?
Heading west.
Mm-hmm. Probably gone to see Mrs. Clay.
Probably. Do you have anything to add to that? Mr. Wilson? I didn't think so.
You have no need to know.
Yeah, story of my life.
Lola?
Just tell me one thing. You set this whole thing up, right? You sent Eric the email to flush him out into the open?
You should know better than to speculate.
But for it to work, Chance had to be in the hospital.
Oh, hell. It was just a fortuitous confluence of events.
Did you engineer the lightning strike, too?
You have no...
Need to know. Thank you so much. I'll be in touch.
Mrs. Clay, anything you can remember would be helpful.
Let's see, 1967. I only had the 2 children then. Jimmy and Frederica were 8 and 10, I believe. We were flying back east to see my sister Sally. Got to the airport at the last minute and went to the gate, and someone tapped me on the shoulder, and he tells me that he has a bad feeling about this flight, that he thinks it's going to crash.
He said that?
I'm pretty sure those were his very words. He says he's supposed to be on this flight, too, but he's going to change his ticket and take a later one, and I should do the same.
What did you think?
Well, first I just thought he was a nut, one of those people on a thing about flying. I mean, I hadn't flown much at that time, but I was never really afraid of it. But he was so persistent. He kept saying, think of your children. Just kept insisting, and I said, okay, I'll change.
Then what?
And that's when the strangest thing happened. He handed me 3 new tickets for a later flight. I didn't know what to say. I turned to the kids and told them to say thank you to the nice man. And when I turned back to thank him myself, he was gone. I took the 3 new tickets and the later flight, and it saved our lives.
What do you look like?
He had a beard. Like Jesus. Whenever I think of that man, I think he really was my very own guardian angel.
In the report that I read, you were interviewed after the crash by an agent named Lansdale Wilford.
Never happened. You know what the strangest thing of all was? The tickets. They were in our names, mine and the kids. When he gave them to me, how did he know? That's why I think he really was an angel.
Who's the little girl in the picture here?
My daughter, Loretta. She was my late baby. Whenever I think of that flight, I always remember I never would have had her.
You know, things have been happening to me.
Like what?
Not like they do to you. Only I've been trying to push the envelope a little bit. See how far I can press my luck. I mean, you tend to lay back. Go with the flow. Let things happen and react. No. I'm trying to see if I can use my luck and make things happen.
I don't recommend it.
Well, I moved in.
I see. Are you expecting someone?
No? You?
No.
Hey, CJ, how's it going, Eric? My brother Chance. Scott from the FAA.
Retired.
What you got?
More data. And I gave that passport information to a friend of mine to run through the appropriate computers.
What do you come up with?
He wants to talk to you.
Great.
In person.
Let's go.
Robert Sanders was my friend. He was the best operative the agency ever had.
My father was a spy?
My dad recruited him from Brown in 58.
When Robert served in Vietnam, he developed a bad case of conscience. He began to disapprove of the agency's methods.
What methods?
He started leaking information to the press. Potentially big scandal. They decided to eliminate him. He died. He was buried.
He was killed by his own people.
Where were you during all this?
Good. Suspect everyone. I'm not sure that the official version of his demise is accurate.
Wait a second. You saying he wasn't killed in the crash?
That was the rumor. Then there was the mystery of the 2 plane tickets.